All right, hello. We're here. It's Wednesday. We're here for the live. We're going to be talking about all things Etsy. We're going to be answering your questions, going through your shops and your listings, giving you recommendations on what to fix, what to add to the shop, what to take out, SEO updates, all of the above. So we are going to go through a full Etsy Q&A, and you have submitted questions. So I'm going to go ahead and start pulling those up. You put them over on Instagram. By the way, does anyone here go on TikTok? We have literally created this amazing TikTok strategy that has really taken us from basically nothing up to over 50,000 followers in 2 months. And if anyone does TikTok or TikTok Shop, let me know, because I'd be happy to start talking more about what we've been doing over there to see success. Here's our TikTok. If you are a TikToker, we waited like quite the longest time to actually get going on TikTok, but it's been awesome, and have some really great strategies around that. So I put the link in the chat. If you're on TikTok and you want help with TikTok, let us know. But for now, let's start going through some of your questions. Okay. Great. We have quite a few that have been submitted. Okay. This is easy. Someone asked, what items do you sell on Etsy? And to show that, I'm going to actually show my shop, and then the website that we had, but then I'm going to show you how we transitioned it to a new buyer, a new owner, and we'll take you there. So let me share my screen, and then you can get a real behind the scenes. It always baffles me when people, I don't know why they say, like, you must not have actually had a shop. Let's see here. Can you see? Okay, perfect. So yeah, we're in San Diego, Begonia Rose Co. This is my shop. So you can see a lot of custom flower walls, signs, nursery decor, wedding decor. If you want to see, we have like reviews with our products in it. So you can see a lot of the customer photos, which are always fun. I put that in the chat as well. But really started with floral letters and then moved into, let's see, what was next? Mobiles, cake toppers, other types of wall decor, the supply category as well. So yes, this is my shop. And then we transitioned it to a new owner. That was in the fall. And it was actually a client of mine who's from Minnesota, which I loved. And it's so cool because they're kind of at the stage that my husband and I were when we started the shop. They're just having their first baby, and they're completely running it now. Linda, I love Linda. Insecure people say negative things. Thank you. We'll just leave that up. But anyways, yeah, so that's what I sold. Okay, other Etsy questions. Feel free to put any questions you have in the chat, and I'm happy to help with that. But let's get to the questions you submitted over on stories first. So that was the first one. The next one, oh, this is great. How do you find profitable customers for a digital shop, please? You can see that. Okay, so how do you find profitable customers for a digital shop? Okay, so I would ask you, Berna, I can't pronounce your name, but it starts with a B. And what I would say is, how's your design skill level? How's your design skill level? Do you have a really good eye for graphic design, or not as much? And we want to be really honest with ourselves, because the cost of not being honest with ourselves about that is usually about a year of struggling before you finally pivot away from products that rely heavily on strong graphic design skills. So let's say we are, okay, we're self-aware, we know our graphic design skills are not amazing, and maybe they're our Achilles heel. Then for digital, I would actually focus on customers who are coming to Etsy in search of solutions. So with with digital products, I wouldn't go the route of like wall art. I wouldn't go even the route of items that are highly reliant on design. I would really go with functional digital products. Um, Functional digital products. Okay. So that would be my recommendation. Functional digital products, spreadsheets, tools, things that save time. So what does functional mean? It really simply saving time, saving money, or making money, or solving a serious pain point. For example, maybe it's a NICU mom planner, right? Like mom with a baby in the NICU who has like a daily planner to schedule out, the day when it's just probably really chaotic and heavy. So that's like a very functional product that helps someone solve a pain point. So saving time, saving money, making money, solving a pain point. And that is what I would focus on if your design skills are not up to par. Okay. This one, how much harm do listings that don't sell cause for your overall shop performance? Going to guides. Okay, great question. It depends on the proportion of listings that are not helping your performance. So I would say if more than half of your listings are not selling at all, then we really need to evaluate all those listings with zero sales. If they have zero sales after a full renewal cycle and they still have zero sales, we need to really evaluate, were these optimized? Are they aligning with a profitable customers? Did you run it through our 10-step opportunity checklist? And if the answer to all of that is yes, right, then there might be friction in the purchasing process within the listing. So that's what we'd want to do there. We'd want to look into the listing. If it was fully optimized for traffic, then why it must not be optimized for the sale in some way. Sometimes it's as simple as, wow, you had too many color options available. You offered, like I had a coaching call last night. It was at 7 Pacific. And it was a later coaching call, and we were going through options, and one of our clients, she had like pickleball boards, and I think there were 40 options, and my recommendation was to take it down to 20 options. And honestly, that will probably nearly double the conversion rate on that. So anyways, the point here is to answer your question, going to guides, if more than half of your listings are not selling, that is significant damage to the rest of your listings. So what it will do is, if all those listings with no sales, zero conversion rate, it's hurting your shop's conversion rate, which impacts your shop's quality score. So that's where I would start to clean house. Okay. Oh, we have a good follow-up question on this in the chat here. What is a good conversion rate? -4%. So it all depends on your price point. So there's going to be different things that impact conversion rate. One of them is competition. That will instantly make a difference in your conversion rate, not in a good way. The second thing that will impact conversion rate is price point. And the lower the price point, the higher the conversion rate we want. I recommend thinking about it this way. If you're going to, let's think about purchases in our life. Okay, you're on a road trip, you go into a gas station, you're a little thirsty, you get a fountain drink. Okay, easy, right? If you're stopping at a gas station, you're going in, you're probably going to convert on something inside, right? It's very rare that we would just ignore everything in there. The alternative is, let's say you are looking at a new car and you go to the car dealership and you're looking at all these brand new Range Rovers, or I'm not a car girl, but I know they're more expensive. So let's say you're looking at all these new Range Rovers. Well, that's conversion rate is going to be extremely low. That's a big thinking purchase, right? You're going to think about that. You're going to mull that one over. You're not going to mull over a fountain drink, right? You're not going to sit in there for 10 minutes, go to the car, come back. Maybe I do want it. We're not sleeping on that decision, but you might sleep on the decision for a brand new car. So the lower the price point, the higher the conversion rate. I would want to look at your average order value in your shop. Jules Oleg Vids, I'd want to look at the average order value in your shop, and then we can kind of discern between that and then the level of competition if that is a good conversion rate. First, just for perspective, some of our clients have conversion rates over 10%. And if you look here, just for perspective, I want to give a realistic, here, let me share my screen. Oh, I'm already sharing. Okay. If we type in conversion rate, and then we start to go through all of the comments, right? Like this person has a 6.6% conversion rate. Let's sort by most latest. Oh, this is posts. We're going to look at comments. Yeah, like up a full point. Okay, 1.8%, that's not great. This person, Melanie, went from 11% to 14%. I don't know if you can see that. That's like a really solid conversion rate. Sharon, let's see what her conversion rate was. 10.9%. So yeah, I mean, 4% is not bad, but we want to see that probably improve. Okay, and these are all like recent. Yeah, like 8%. So yeah, feel free to send over your shop and we can take a look and let you know if that is like a good one or not. All right, let's do another question. Oh, this was good. How many listings do we need? Where'd that go? This was a good question. Here, how many listings do we need to get our shop to gain $3,000 a month? Okay, great question. It's not about the products. It's absolutely not about the products. We have someone who had less than 30 listings within print on demand, making over $20,000 a month. So it is not at all about the products. It's about having the right products and quality listings. It is not a numbers game. It really is not. It is not. More is not better. More is not more. So when I say this, more listings is not more sales. And that's the thing that I'm seeing a lot of misleading advice on YouTube saying, just keep adding listings. If you keep adding bad listings, it's not going to make the bad listings sell. It's only going to hurt your shop's quality score, which makes any new bad listing that you publish or unoptimized listing that you publish get even less visibility and traction as before. And that's why I'm sure you've seen, if you're a new seller in your first 30 to 45 days, right, you got a little boost from Etsy. They're giving you the benefit of the doubt. And then after that, if you're really not seeing traction and momentum, those new listings that you post 5 months in, 6 months in, they're not getting the same impact of the traffic that you saw in month 1 and 2. So it's not a number of listings. And I hope we can move away from that because more is not more. Sometimes less, but quality less is more. Okay, this person asked, what do you think of Tik Tok Shop? We actually have someone in our program who was very successful in Tik Tok Shop. I believe they were making around $15,000 a month. And then all of a sudden it was shut off, literally shut off. And that was their main sales channel. So we are focusing on Etsy right now. TikTok is a platform and they have rules to follow. And if they even perceive that you break a rule, similar to Etsy, but there's actually more gray area, I would say, in TikTok, you can get shut off real quick. And it's very, very, very difficult to get something like that back open when it's not like a US-based company. Okay, so TikTok Shop can be great. However, I would never put all your eggs in that one basket. Let's see, some questions in the chat. Tennessee wood signs. Is it better to delete listings that have no traction after 6 months? It really depends on what the listing is. Is it optimized? Is it not? You can always duplicate it, make a copy, make a new listing, and then have that new version be optimized. I would say if you haven't learned how to optimize the listing, though, don't give up on a product, because sometimes it's not the product that's bad. It's not the customer that you want to target that's bad. It's the listing itself that's bad. And so if you just make changes to the listing and create a new one with those updates, that can literally turn the switch, flip the switch. It's like turning a faucet on and off. It's a dramatic difference. So Tennessee wood signs, I would say let's take a little bit of a deeper look at, okay, what the listing is. Is there product market fit? Was it optimized? Yeah. Okay. Any other questions in the chat? Otherwise, I'll grab one here from here. Oh, by the way, we have our summer challenge happening. Okay. Is anyone here watching in our 3-month summer challenge? Okay, let me show you where it is. So we're doing this for the very first time, and I'd love to hear what you think about this. But it's basically a 3-month challenge here. So it's on the top left. So basically, I don't know. This is only for our current active students. We didn't open this up to the public. But basically, what it is, I would love to hear your thoughts. It's 90 days of focused coaching. We started it June 1st. We're running it through August 31st. There's no spots available or anything, so I just want to know your thoughts. Geared towards Q4 preparation for this challenge group, and it's 20 people. It is a monthly group strategy call dedicated to planning for Q4. So there's one per month, 3 private one-on-one calls, so one per month, and those are private coaching calls, unlimited daily message coaching, and that's private 24/7, where we're making you videos of your shop. Again, this is closed, so it's not available now, but I just want to know what you think of a 3-month term like this. And then 5 group coaching calls weekly, 2 every week with me, and then weekly accountability challenges, which are so fun. You got to see this. So these are the calls with me, but these challenges, we've never done anything quite like this, but it's basically getting ready to build out your Q4 product mix for this week. And then you upload it. This teaches you how to do it. You upload it. And we're already getting all these uploads of the challenges, which is exciting. Yeah, here. So this is what it looks like. It's really all about developing your product types for Q4, opportunity checklist, all of that. So yeah, let me know what you think of a 3-month challenge. Is that something that would ever be interesting to anyone? Is that something that would ever be interesting to anyone? Okay, let's see here. So that is something that we're doing now. But yeah, let's continue with questions. I'm going to share my screen again. Okay. Hang on a sec. Oh no. Okay. Apparently we have a meeting for etSEO right now that was just scheduled. So I will leave you with that. There's a free listing if you'd like to optimize a listing with etSEO. We have a free trial. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Linda. Linda's doing Kickstart. She loves it. But definitely check out the free trial of etSEO if you want access. I asked them to continue the sale through Friday for 25% off. So all right, I have to hop over to that meeting, but I hope you're all having a good day. And I hope this conversation around conversion rate was helpful. All right, thanks, guys.